Hi, Virtuous Virgo. My name's christinamarialeifsdotter, and my channel is Swedish Dharma Tarot. And I'm going to do a reading for you guys. In the pre-shuffle, 3 cards fell out. One is the Magician, the energy worker. The second one is the 4 of Pentacles, or the symbol for family. And the third one is the Prince of Swords in reverse. Now, that might be your lover, or it might be your son, or it might be, and with son, I mean a child. The reading's not for a child, though. This is a boy or a young man in Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. I'll show you the oracle cards too. In the path of the soul, you got treasures. Glare is very bad. It's a beautiful card. It looks a bit like a seahorse. To me, it looks like there's no glare on there. I hope you could see it. And in the yogic path, you got samadhi, advanced state of meditation and absorption in the self. Now, before I get cracking, I want to tell you, if you'd like to pose a question, I'd be happy to do my best to answer it after this reading. So post your question in the description box together with your star sign. Sorry about the voice, pollen in the air. Let's get going and see what Spirit wants Virtuous Virgo to know. Another card fell out. Are you feeling a bit scattered, maybe, a bit split? We'll see. If you'd like to have your own reading with me, that's totally doable. Just get in contact on the email address in the description box, and we'll agree on a day and a time that suits us both, and it'll set you back 30 euros, 30, I shouldn't have to think, but I do. 30 euros, $30, 30 pounds, or 300 Swedish krona. And we can look at whatever you want, your love life or your career or money or business, or if you'd like to make contact with your guide, or perhaps look at previous lives, whatever you want. I'll do my best to answer your questions. There's one exception to the price list, though, and that's if you happen to come from Africa or live in Africa, India, or some other country, but that kind of money just isn't available for a tarot reading. Don't let that stop you. Get in contact anyway, and I'll do my best to help. Now let's have a look. What have we got? We've got Virgo, first card on the table, and Queen of Pentacles coming up in reverse. And next to that, they show you doing what you always do. Busy, 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 busy. Virgos can't find the break on themselves and what they're doing, but at least I can see that you're riding the wave of victory. This is fantastic. The Spirit says that you're very wise and a very old soul, and whatever it is you do, you're an artisan. Now, that could mean you're a surgeon. It can also mean that you're an author of some kind. Whatever it is, you're excellent at doing it, and you will succeed. So this is the victory card. But again, they say that it's all a bit too much. I think you work so hard that your hormones are in balance. Possibly you happen to have your period at the moment, but I think it's a warning. I think they're trying to tell you something, Virgo, please. You know, of all the star signs, there is no one like Taurus and Virgo, who are capable of working themselves right into the concrete ball. The reason for that is, number one, that they or you have unbelievable energy that the rest of us can only envy. The second part is that you don't really know where your break is. You can't really pace yourself. It's full on or you're sleeping. And yeah, that can give you a lot of problems, especially when you couple that with a very conscientious mind, a very loyal and dutiful filled personality. It can be quite detrimental at times. So please, Virgo, take care of you, because, nobody's going to thank you when you're lying exhausted on the floor. Nobody's going to say, oh, thank you very much, Virgo, for working yourself to exhaustion. No, you're not even family thanks us for that. So our first responsibility is always to ourselves, to take care of ourselves. And then the rest will follow. Our surroundings, our family members, even our children and our colleagues and our responsibilities at work should come from our overflow. So the more you can put into yourself, the more of self-love you can give yourself in whichever form you like. Food's not a good idea though. But doing what you like and what you love and what gives you energy, whether that's singing in the shower or painting or drawing or walking or hiking or yogaing or meditating, whatever. You have to give that priority, and then the rest will follow. And then they're talking about how, well, they said already that you're a wise old soul, and here is your soul, and it comes up next to this beginnings card. It's a card of endings and beginnings of, amongst other things, our life cycles. So I think you're just ending your last cycle. Now, your birthday passed a while ago, but sometimes we can be in that what do you call it? Closing of the last life cycle. It can take up to 2 years sometimes. So that in itself tells me that you had a pretty rough time lately, to say the least. And it can be on all levels. It can be at work, certainly. It can be in your private relationships. It can be in your family life. It can be with friends, just about anything. But one thing is for sure, and that is, it's in these times of our lives when we're in the closing up of these cycles that this is the time that we change jobs or leave jobs, change jobs. This is when we move. This is when we separate from our partner. This is when we break with certain friends or old friends that are not giving us what they should be. Oh, that sounded really horrible. It was just badly expressed. When we don't know, we grow out of our friends, unfortunately, but I think we all know what that means. So it's not a question of they're not giving you what you want to have. No, there's no rapport any longer. So it's time to move on. Most of our friendships are time encapsulated. And I see for you that you have a relationship. You have a very passionate man in fire. So an Aries. Did I lose my train of thought? Yeah, right. And why? Yeah, I did lose my train of thought. I was talking about the ending of our life cycles. So I don't know really why that happens, but if I'm allowed to speculate, I think it has to do with clearing energies within us and around us in order to take on board the new that's coming, right? So I hope that's correct, but I don't really know. But it's my experience that that's what it's about. Now I'll go back to this relationship with a king of staves who's not really himself at the moment. He's feeling quite powerless, and he's suffering a broken heart. So I will start by looking closer at that, because it might not be your partner. but it looks like it is. Yeah. Oh, okay, Virgo. Oh, what I see here is that you have a partner with possibly an addiction. This is the Four of Cups, and I normally call it my codependency and dependency card. So it's telling me that something's not right here with this person, and either he's has an addiction of some kind, or it can also be a sign that he's not that he has been abused in some form. I can't say with certainty what's what here. What we do know is that he has a lot of pain inside him, and that can certainly be a sign that he's been abused by a previous wife, or maybe it goes way back to his childhood. I'll have a look instead of sitting here speculating. Yeah, it does go back to his childhood. He's had a father who possibly was addicted too, but certainly he had a problem with anxiety and depression, which made life with him very difficult. The father could have been an artist. And now this is your partner. And I think you're very tight on a soul level, but not always on a practical level. And I would imagine that your partner in fire isn't always easy to deal with. The way to get through that, the way to solve that, of course, is communication. That's the only thing that's open to us, and it's always for free as well. But it's just communication. And some men can have a tendency to just shut down and feel that, well, talk. It doesn't achieve anything and it doesn't change anything. Well, it's not true. Because when it comes to deep trauma within us, the only way to relieve it is to talk. Now, you might not be the right one to talk to. Maybe he needs a therapist. Probably he does. But that's going to be even more difficult to get him to go to a therapist and talk to that person. So if you just gently, in your Virgo way, grounded way, without getting over sentimental, start to try and opening him up by opening yourself up, talking about childhood experiences, etc. So a bit out of balance, but you know what? You are going to show everybody who and what you are. And that's basically where the cards started as well. So keep doing what you're doing. Hey, Kitty. Yeah, I'll have a look. I'll have a look after. Yeah, you're going to be showing everybody who and what you are. And I'm going to look closer at the cards that fell out. I wonder if this is your son here. I think you actually work with children, either children or patients. I can't see the difference. But your work is very much concerned with the magician here, the energy worker. So I understand that you have a very demanding job as well. You're very much needed and you're very much appreciated, but you still need to take care of yourself. And then there's your family life, where that doesn't lack love at all. Here's your family. Here's your love for you and for all the family members, including your hubby or partner there. And things will get resolved, but there's a lot of guilt here. Now, the thing is, when we've grown up with parents that either drink or they have a psychological dysfunction of other kind, depression or whatever that we saw with your partner's dad, it puts us in a state of guilt. It puts us in a state of shame. Those two are the primary feelings of what we classify as adult children. I'm one of them. If we've grown up with alcohol or some abuse, or with parents who have psychological problems, that's what we are. That's what we do, and that's what we need to work with, because it's totally non-constructive to go around with a guilty conscience, and totally non-constructive to walk around feeling ashamed. But they're very, very real and very deep feelings, and they need to be dealt with. So I've been given the privilege of telling you this by Spirit. And I wonder if this isn't your son. I think it is. And probably he's part of the reason why they're saying all of this, so that he can, See, your son, I'm really sorry, but your son is not feeling well. This is terrible to bring these messages to you, but I think you know it. And I think the whole point of this is trying to show you how and why a little bit, and also to encourage you to take action, to do something, because he needs help. But you know what? The card I got, the last card here. So here he is, out of whack, and here he is, anxious and possibly depressed, but with the right help. Here comes is it the 9? Yeah, the 9 of Cups. It's pretty much the ultimate in happiness, So, talk and get some help, and he will be fine, just fine. We'll have a look in the path of the soul at treasures again, right? What was once hidden from view can now be seen. Laying within you are many inner treasures and gifts. This is your time of discovery. You have special and unique skills that you have hidden, like pearls in a shell. It's happening now. Stay grounded and clear. The spiral in the card shows the universal energies are working with you to help uncover what lies within. Well, this is really powerful, Virgo. Remember the magician? Understand, however, that once fully uncovered, you will be asked to use these gifts in service to others and the planet. Well, what could be a greater future for a Virgo than to be of service? That's your motto, huh? In the yogic path, you got samadhi, advanced state of meditation and absorption in self. We'll see, this is what you need, I think, on occasion. Have you noticed the signs of spiritual progress? Your daily practice has brought you to a place of stillness, and it's there where you experience samadhi, the joining of all aspects of your being, physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional. Samadhi is the deepest level of awareness when you experience supreme bliss, consciousness, and enlightenment. Your human consciousness has become one with cosmic consciousness, and your soul has realized that it's far more than a mind and body. Celebrate the reunion of your soul and spirit, for you are a microcosm of the macrocosm. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Virgo, for letting me do your reading. And I'm going to have a look at Kitty now. Messages, any messages in love from my angels or guides? Right. I will use the tarot, though. So, what does Kitty's spirits and guides want her to know regarding love? What does Kitty's guides and angels want Kitty to know regarding love? 2 cards flew out. A young man in an air sign, so Libra, Aquarian, or Gemini. He's a bit out of balance. He's probably a Libra then. I don't know if that tells you anything, but we'll keep looking. Shuffling a little bit more. No, don't want to look at them. Right. Okay, Kitty. Here we go. The King of Staves is the first card up on the table. So an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. It's a bit scary though. Before I start to speak, I'll lay the whole spread. Okay, so you have this King of Staves who's madly, passionately crazy about you, and who you have a very strong intuitive connection with, but he's both here and there. He's very split. There's also another man here, and I don't think they're the same. I think it's a different one. Here's the King in Swords. He might be off in another town or maybe even country, but in another place to you, and he feels your pull as well. So you have 2 suitors, without a doubt. This last man, he's a bit scared. And he's not really himself at the moment, and he's not feeling very happy, and he doesn't really trust his intuition either. But there's something here, Kitty. I don't know if it's your mother or if it's another woman in your life who hasn't been good to you, hasn't been nice to you. I would just say that. I don't need to say any more, because if it resonates with you, you will know who she is. And Spirit wants you to know that you have to set boundaries. In fact, I found a 3rd man. You're very popular. What's your secret? Yeah. So the 3rd man, he comes up as an earth sign. So a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Did I say before with the King of Swords that he should be Libra, Aquarian, or a Gemini? If I didn't, I did now. This man, this earth sign, this King of Pentacles, he's very powerful in the sense that he has a lot of he's not a power-hungry person. He's not somebody who wants to domineer you, but he's powerful in his healing, I think. So he will heal you if he gets the chance. Pisces woman, Queen of Cups, and a heart, broken heart in reverse, or pierced heart in reverse. So this man has something very particular and something very, very nice. So the cards aren't saying go with this one, go with that one, or the 3rd one. They're just presenting your choices. So, yeah. Very intriguing. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's great. Yeah, terrific. Terrific. Well, I'm so glad it helped you. And if you have further questions regarding that, let me know. But for today we'll finish up, and I'll say thank you very much for watching, and thank you both Kitty and Virtuous Virgo. Love and light.